Good evening everyone, sorry I'm a little bit late tonight. Just getting organised. We didn't do our census last night, so we were just doing it tonight, and yeah, lost track of time, sorry. Hopefully someone will join us soon. I'm just trying to find this pop-up so that I can get nope, come on. Not what I want. I want a notification that then tells me that I'm live. And hopefully someone else will get a notification that tells them I'm live too. That's not there. Let's try this way. Okay, here we go. Alright, nobody's here yet. That's okay. We'll get started anyway. I don't want to hold people up. Once they do pop in, I am... so I don't know how well you can see, but this has got... It's actually raised, so it's like a valley in there. So what I've done this time is I've used a piece of Designer Series paper to stamp, and then my rabbits are actually cut out of Designer Series paper, and you can see that that's got that lacquer kind of gloss finish on it, which is really lovely. So that's out of the Rain and Shine series, I think it's called. So what I thought today is I will show you how to do that, and I will use the stamps instead of paper. So I didn't get a piece of coordinating card, so I will get that. Still nobody there. Everyone must be super busy today, and that's okay. I'll just talk to myself. So we're going to start off with two pieces of cardstock. One is our standard card base. Let me just find the tools. One is our standard card base, and the other is, how's that not going up? Which we're just going to fold in half using our trimmer there to get it all lined up. And I might have to start doing an announcement just a few minutes before. And then we've got our other piece here, which you want to have that is the same size. It's just a little bit wider. So I'm just going to trim that. So should be 4 1/8. That hopefully will be, yeah, just a little tiny bit. So we want it to line up with the edge. Now it is just slightly short, but that's okay. Hello, Alison. Okay, so this is what we're making. You're the first one here. Did you get a notification? Because I still haven't got a notification, and I'm wondering if that's what the issue is. There's nothing there that says that I'm going live, which is super annoying. And I was running a little bit late as well. So we're making this card that has got, no, yeah, that's what I thought. You're just really good with remembering the time. So we're going to make this where we've got this cut out piece and then decorate the inside of it. So we've got a standard card base. I've used white, you can use whatever. This one here I've used Designer Series paper, and then this one here I'm going to do with stamping, so you can see the difference. I don't know if this stamp set's going to be the best option. Now this one, this is kind of a bit of a free flow effect, I suppose. It depends on how big you want your opening to be. So I'm going to pop it, so I'm going to have the top piece a little bit bigger, and so we're just going to cut that on an angle. So we've got this piece, and that's going to go on my top there, and then we're just going to move this so that we're coming on the side here and then on the opposite corner. So you could make it so that one of them is wider, like the bottom. and do that. So you end up with this weird looking tie piece, and then you end up with this. So if you pop that onto your edge like that, I don't know how well you can see that, but so that gives you an idea. I thought I'd cut it a bit closer at the top, but never mind. That gives you an idea of, hi Sue, hi Andrea. Well, everyone's popping in now, which is great. I was just saying to Alison, there was no notification, so I don't know what Facebook is on about. Not doing their job. Your boxes all look really lovely though. So nice to see all of them. So, recap, card base, standard card base. Another piece which is the exact same size as the card base, and we've just cut a piece out on an angle from, I started from the top and went, so we put it in the trimmer that way, cut there and cut there, and then we're going to keep those outside pieces, and we don't need this, but we are going to, so this is the card that we're making, so I'll just put that, can you see that? That there, and I'm going to use the stamp set called what is this called? Playing in the Rain, which is what I used for that, and I just cut out the designer series paper instead of stamping and colouring, which you could still do because it is so cute. That is where that designer series paper has come from. Let me show you. My stamp club class on Monday, I use this paper as well. So there's this paper here, and then there's this flirty flamingo, which is where I cut out my rabbits, and that's why there's only parts of them. And then on the back of that is some really cute umbrellas, and this has got like a lacquer, like it's been clear embossed. I don't know how well you can see that. If I hold it, there we go, you can see on there. And the same with this, like the turtle shell and stuff is so this is the paper. Let me just pop it out of the way. So that's beautiful, lovely for cards, but also lovely if you do scrapbooking. And then this gorgeous cheek on the back. Then we've got some raindrops which have the embossed feel to them, so obviously that would go that way. And then that is the back of the raindrop one. And then this is our cute little characters. Oh, I must have missed them up a bit. Our cute little characters, one lot of them, and then there's this second one, which has got the purple stripes. So there's some cute colourful raindrops, then a little bit more of a stormy one, and then I hold that like that. Hopefully you'll see the shimmer on the raindrops, so which is quite cute. And then you've got these lovely florals, kind of like a 70s 80s wallpaper really, and there's some more umbrellas with the flowers. So really cute paper. I've only just got that and I really love it. It's nice and bright and cheery and got lots of options, and actually not just really kiddie. Like, I kind of was a bit concerned that I was going to end up with this designer series paper that was really based around kids and I could only use it for that, and I don't feel that it is like that anymore. I don't feel like it's like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop my triangle pieces over to the side. I'm actually wanting to stamp on a diagonal here, and this is roughly how wide I want it, so we want it to overhang. So I'm going to use some clouds, some flowers, and some raindrops. Oh, and I did have an umbrella. Where does that go? Oh, here it is on the back of the paper. So raindrops, umbrella, clouds. It is really pretty, Sue. And then we'll do some decorating on there as well. So I want, maybe I'll get soft sky. We'll have some yellow daisies. Some yellow. Purple umbrella and some cakey coloured raindrops. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the clouds. I'm going to go bluish because, you know, why not? Actually going to open my card up, and no, I want to have that closed because I want to go right over the corner. How's everyone doing? I had an interesting start to my day. Took me 3.5 hours to get to work. That was not seriously fun. So if you've watched the news, you will have seen the explosion of on the news. That was what was it? A truck that had exploded on the motorway. I don't think I need that. And then let's do, what did we say? We're going to do crumb cake raindrops. Hi Catherine, not late at all, just getting going. In fact, actually, I was here for myself. Oh, they closed the motorway from 3 o'clock, Alison. That was part of the problem. They closed the motorway from Papakura to Takanini. And then everyone had to get, hi Lisa, and then everyone had to get off the motorway at Papakura as well. And then we had to get through Papakura. So yeah, it took me 2 hours. I'm in a subdivision, and it took me 2 hours to get out of the subdivision. It was an interesting experience. There are some people who, I don't know, shouldn't maybe have their driver's license because they're a little bit road ragey, or should have just worked from home. Yeah, but I got almost to the Takanini on-ramp, and yeah, I thought about it several times, Alison. I actually it was so gridlocked, I actually couldn't turn around. There was nowhere for me to go to pull over. Matt's like, you should have just pulled over and left the car there and walked home. I was like, yeah, but I couldn't because there was nowhere for me to pull over and park my car. They were all over the place. It took me 2 hours to get Alison, you'll understand. It took me 2 hours to get to Melba, and it's literally a kilometre. It was interesting, but anyway, no one was hurt. It wasn't the end of the world. And you know, I got there eventually, which was nice, at 10:30. But anyway, and I heard about it, and I thought, right, I'm going to leave early. I didn't have to take Piper to school or to my dad's because she was sick, and so I thought, right, I'm going to leave early, and I won't have a problem. I thought it'd be really cute to put an umbrella in the flowers. But now I've done it, I'm not sure. Maybe one here. Like it's kind of falling down with the rain. You know. So let's see if we can kind of continue that on here. There's some blue. Oh, interesting. Piper, there were pictures from other students at school, and they had a thing up to say that, yeah, I think we all kind of arrived a bit frazzled. It was not fun, that's for sure. I think it's worse when you just have no idea where to go. And, you know, it's like I had all these plans of doing all this amazing work and I just couldn't do it. Oh, thanks, Lisa. I thought it was quite cute. I don't know how well it's going to line up because I didn't test that. But I'm going to put some flowers down here as well. And maybe if I put my... Yeah, if they couldn't get in at that point, I was kind of already in the midst of it, so I just keep going. My niece attends Hangaia, which is just up the road here, and they sent a thing out to parents saying that they'll be starting at 9:30, but I don't know how many kids went. There seemed a lot walking, but whether they, you know, how many of them actually are from in this area and didn't have to kind of go too far. Right, so now I'm going to get some blue. Some blue, what's it called? Balmy blue. And, oops, balmy blue, and I've got 2 bits of, they're lucky they've got you on their books, Alison. Ha ha. No, they didn't notice. They didn't notice, and you know. So we're just going to glue that on there, just to give a little bit of contrast to what's happening in the background. No, I am lucky that I have someone who can manage 50 kids without me. And I knew that he'd be fine, but you know, you don't like to assume. That one there, and that one fit. No. This is why we keep our scraps. Oh, you were pre-booked. Oh, that was lucky. Lucky for them. Hopefully it managed to cover one of the teachers that didn't turn up. Sucks for those that need release and stuff, but yeah, so this is just scraps when I've been cutting down my card bases and accents and stuff, so keep all of those because you never know when you're going to use them. So I'm just going to trim that like that. Oh, CRT. Yeah, it's amazing how quickly that disappears. That would have been nice for you though. Okay. Now we want to have a little bit of lift underneath here. If you have got, I don't want to get ink on my card. If you've got the, what do you call it? Foam adhesive strips. You know, the ones that I showed when we did, oh my god, when we did, what do you call them? Shaky cards. I was going to say shadow. Yeah, no, I wouldn't do the 16 calls either. So when we did shaky cards, we had the long, thin foam strips. So if you've got those, really good for that to get a nice even balance. Otherwise, we just use our trusty dimensionals. You can use the outside pieces. As you can see, I've already done that on this one. So I'm going to pop that there and then just make sure that you're getting an even distribution across there. So I might use whatever you feel comfortable with, but it might use more than what you would normally use. you know, and if you run out, you can always ask me to buy some more. Dimensionals is something that I always have on hand, so if you do run out, dimensionals and Tombow glue always have in stock. They're my most favourite adhesives. I don't have necessarily the other ones, I would have to order them, but alright, so this is going to hop in here like this, and this is going to go here like that, and then we get to see that little peekaboo thing, but it actually has that continuation of everything there as well. Not sure which one I prefer. This stamp set probably wasn't the best one. If you've got a really nice a stamp set with a really nice big image that you can kind of use to fill in the center, then that's great. So I found the easiest way to start with is to line it up on the bottom and then tap it over to the edge. So if I'm standing it up and I've got my fingers on the edge like that, that's one. It's not down far enough. Wait, I pushed it down too far, too hard. Oh no, maybe not. If you tap it into place and it's not quite right, you can gently manipulate it to come off. Like so. Oh, that's annoying for her. Well, she's done well considering she hasn't got a lot of access for doing those other cards that she sent through. So, oh, and I remembered tonight, Lisa, that I didn't grab her prize. Now I purposely did this on a funny angle so that we get like a wider piece at the top than at the bottom than at the top. If you don't like that look, if you want a consistent straight angle, then do that. Yeah, so then what I did think is what would be really nice, and I'm not going to muck around with there isn't one, but I thought one of these would be quite sweet. Did some fussy cutting at school today, cutting around letters for our topic title. So thought they'd be quite sweet, sort of floating around. Maybe I'll have that one too. Start with that. I was going to try and keep that, but I think I'll get rid of it, and I'll just oh no, that is the piece. I was just going to say, oh, I'll just cut into my big 12 by 12 piece where I should have cut into the bit that I've already cut. But I did. Must have known. So I could have that kind of tucked in there. I really like how this paper has got this embossed kind of look to it with a sheen on the like it's accented it. It's really nice. If anyone's interested, I've got the pack there. I can give you the number so you can purchase it. It is only available while stocks last or to the end of April, because it is in the mini catalogue. If it's not your cup of tea, I totally get it, but it has got some really cute patterns on the back, even if you aren't using the kiddie patterns. The stamp set actually has matching dies, and it has one that will cut out the folded up umbrella. So not this one, you will have to fussy cut this one if you want this, but the smaller umbrella, the one that's folded up. Bees and buses, oh my gosh, Lisa, you need to get them to cut those. That's a lot of cutting. Hope they were big. Were they publishing in the bees and buses, then they would have been bigger, I'm sure. Maybe I'll just get one of these ones. Just for a little bit of contrast. I realised after Sunday that I said to you I was going to show you one of the new kits that arrived, and then I very quickly ended it early and didn't do that. So if you want to stick around and have a look at that tonight, then I will show you. It's the new wreath kit. And for those of you, well, actually you could do it as a, it's a bit hard to do it as a class online, but I'm thinking of doing it as a class where you come and make the wreath, and then you have the option of using some of the other products that I have to kind of personalise it. Inks and stuff like that, stamps and dies. So maybe I'll put that there, and then that one can be floating in the flowers. I think let's do that. There they go. They'll disappear on me when I pop them on a link pad and disappear. I want that to kind of overhang the side there, and this one here, oh, the A4, yeah, they do need to learn how to do it though. I can understand that they do lose parts of themselves when the kids do it. And they are year 2, I suppose, at the beginning of the year, so they're quite a bit younger at the beginning, so maybe don't have those motor skills as well. No, that one. There we go. You could put a sentiment or punch out a sentiment to put on there. I'm expecting a new niece or nephew in the next week, so this will be one of these. Probably, although I've got a couple of birthdays as well for little bubbas, so that might go to one of them. I haven't decided, but that's our card. So quite easy, quite effective. You can decorate it however you like. You could have you could actually, instead of using I can't remember if I did or not, Lisa. I don't think I did. I'll grab, when are you sending the box? Because it's only got a few more weeks on it, but I can definitely pass one over so that she can have a look. It's got great ideas as well, but the products may not be available. Yeah, so what was I saying? Oh, so instead of using cardstock, you could reverse this, have a plain piece of cardstock in there, and use designer series paper on your piece at the top as well. You can use coloured cardstock. You can alternate your colours and have a different colour base to the top, whatever. You make it your own and make it add your own personal touch. So now that I'm looking at these on the screen, I'm quite liking the umbrellas. I think they're quite cute, but these bunnies are super cute as well. Alright, okay, let me move this out of the way, and these, because I'll get ink all over them. I have not opened this kit that arrived the other day, which is why I haven't got my class set up for it, because I wanted to get it and then have it so that I could show people when they were looking and booking the class. So it comes in this beautiful box which can be reused, so like a mini pizza box, medium sized pizza box I suppose, and then all of the bits that you need. This is what their instructions will give you. Alright, and it comes with, the only thing that you'll need, it says, is that you will need hot glue for putting things onto the chipboard base, but otherwise everything else is there. I would be, I'm inclined to kind of add bits to it, or whatever. So let me show you. We've got, whoops, this chipboard ring, which is the base of it, so it's quite sturdy. I saw someone actually buy the kit and get an embroidery hoop and use that, and that looked really quite cool as well. So we've got the hoop in here, we've got some tear and tape, some of the twine that goes around the top, and then you've got 4 brads. The nice thing with a kit is you get everything, so you have the adhesive, if it needs glue dots or dimensionals, they're in there as well, and then it's got these pre-cut, pre-coloured, oh yeah, there's some glue dots to put things together, pre-cut, so you don't even need scissors, pre-cut, pre-inked, coloured, double-sided pieces. So we've got flowers, that bit there. This one here is going to make one of the flowers as well. So that's already cut for you. And then all of these pieces. So they've kind of been made to look like they've been sponged and things like that. I'd probably be inclined to use some of my punches or my dies and add some more to it. Or add some more coloured cardstock or things like that. So, I don't know what that is. Here's the instructions. So when you open them, these are your instructions. So it has a full fold out. So it does say it's got a QR code so that you could watch a video if you prefer. You will need a glue gun. It's telling you all of the pieces that you've got here. There's that bit. What's that bit? And then the instructions of how to put all your pieces together and what kind of adhesive they recommend. So this is that yellow one, is you put a piece of tape on the back, fold it in half, and then that's going to make like this flower here. Alright, and then it talks to you about how to put your string on, how to add so that you can hang it. Yeah, so I thought it was quite a sweet, cute kit. In terms of size of the ring, like there's my bone folder for comparison. So it's probably about the width of 1.5, 1.25 maybe, 1.25 bone folders. So that gives you an idea of how big it is. I mean, it's not massive. The kit's $28 plus shipping, which is 6%. So my thinking behind having it as a class is that I would do it for, so with shipping it comes out at just like $31 I think, for the kit. So my thinking is that I would do it as a class for about $40. I would provide the glue, hot glue, and then also some other bits and pieces that you could use to embellish or adjust your wreath to make it your own. So that's what I'm thinking. I have to I would need, it would need to probably be, what are we, probably the beginning of May by the time I got everyone in, and it would have to be a prepaid kit, a prepaid class. Even if you didn't want to do the class and you wanted to do the kit by yourself, and put it through to get the cheaper shipping, because otherwise it's $10.95 for shipping on orders up to $200. So if it's going through as a workshop order for myself, then you pay 6% of the total. Yeah, so that's me, and I've gone way over, sorry. I was late and now I've gone late, but hopefully you have enjoyed the card. You're going to give this card a go, and yeah, I'd love to see what you've got. If you haven't had a chance to make our little boxes that we did on Sunday night, these are the little boxes that we made using one of our cards and envelopes kits. You've still got until Sunday to pop them up. Some people, if they haven't got the cards and envelope, or the what do you call them, note cards, then they've just used a standard card base and done the same thing with a standard card base and decorated it. So some gorgeous looking ones there. So have another look back. The box video is on my YouTube and also on my Facebook page. So if you wanted to have a go doing those, then please feel free. You have till Sunday to be in the draw. Alright, I'm going to let you go now. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. I hope that you have oh yeah, that's right, Andrea, thank you. I forgot about that. So the box fits a gift card in there perfect. So you could put a gift card and some chocolates in there, some of those mini ones, and yeah, a nice little gift for people, for anybody. Yeah. Alright, thank you for joining me. I hope to see you on Sunday with some more crafting, and I hope to see your creations during the week or on Sunday afternoon if you get a chance to do them. Thank you very much, ladies. Bye for now. See you Sunday.